guys, I'm Logan Harless. I'm a firefighter paramedic with Bedford County Fire and Rescue, and I'm going to read for you A Garden for Miss Mouse. Every 1st of April, Miss Mouse tills and rakes and hoes. Then she plants a garden in neat and tiny rows. A little row of carrots, a little row of beans, and then another little row of lovely lettuce greens. But this year, when she started to plant her little rows, she stopped and said, quite suddenly, "This bores me to my toes." "I know what I will do," she cries. And then she danced a jig and grabbed the biggest shovel and she began to dig. "I'll plant the biggest garden ever seen by any mouse." Then up came every bit of land all around her house. Next, she had to plant the seeds. It took her all day long, but all the while she planted, she sang a planting song. "Plant a little of this and a little of that. Cover the seed and give it a pat." Every day she hoed and raked. She tilled and pulled the weeds. And soon green plants were springing up where she had planted seeds. The plants all started growing, and they grew and grew and grew. And everyone in Mouseville came to awe anew. "Oh, what lovely peas," they cried. "And see that beanstalk climb?" Reporters took Miss Mouse's picture for the Mouseville Times. The garden grew much bigger, and then it grew some more. It covered all the windows. It covered the front door. The garden was enormous, and the plants so very high that Miss Mouse used a flagpole to get her laundry dry. The mailman left her letters atop a beanstalk vine, while Miss Mouse proudly laughed and said, "Isn't my garden fine?" Then one day she woke up to find 5 mushrooms on her sheet, 10 pea pods on her pillow, and 6 peppers at her feet. There were green beans in the basement and wax beans on the wall. There was celery on the ceiling. There was pumpkins in the hall. Tomatoes in the bathtub, spinach on a chair, turnips on the table, and zucchini everywhere. Cabbage in the kitchen, corn cobs in the hutch. "Oh my goodness," cried Miss Mouse, "my garden's grown too much." She knew she had to call for help, but couldn't find the phone. Then finally she found it, where some Brussels sprouts had grown. She called her best friend Field Mouse. She asked him to come quick. Bring everyone you know," she cried. "There are vegetables to pick." So everyone in Mouseville rushed out to help Miss Mouse. "Where are you?" they cried helplessly. "We cannot see your house." "My garden's growing everywhere," her friends could hear her shout. "Please start picking vegetables, for I cannot get out." And so they started picking, fruit and vegetables galore. They picked more kinds of vegetables than you've seen in every store. When finally they found Miss Mouse, she cried, How could I know that this is what would happen when things begin to grow?" "Don't worry," Field Mouse told her. "It isn't all that bad. We will make the biggest salad that we have ever had." All day they made that salad. They chopped and tossed and peeled. Then they had a garden party on Mouseville's football field. "Goodbye and thank you," said Miss Mouse when all her friends were going. "Next year I'll keep my garden small and won't do too much growing."